Thank you. Court does call the case. People versus Stephen Anderson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, sir. Who's on this one? It's just
I didn't turn myself in January.
yes, you did not.
No, sir, I didn't.
And why not? Did you want an attorney, sir?
I'd have one, sir.
You have one?
Yes, sir.
Who's
Brian Craig.
Craigo? Mr. Craigo, are you representing Mr. Anderson? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. I don't believe the public defender's office is represented on this one. I had in my notes that we were conflicted out on this particular case, but I could be incorrect if I can confirm via JAS in my notes.
Is it supposed to be Miss Reggie?
Yes, it's like it's a hyphenated name with a C.
Eric character.
Mr. Simpson, I don't need to be represented by her today. I think it's pretty straightforward what should happen. The only thing that I would ask is maybe that you please just consider your original recommendation. I did ask Ms. Freshauer to also assign me to Dawn Farms and MRT instead of getting time served, just so I could be put in those classes and possibly have a chance to maybe be released after completion of classes, as long as you believe I have done well.
Well, Mr. Anderson, how is it you came into custody?
There was a new case. Something popped up that I will be seeing you for tomorrow. However, I do and full honestly believe it will be dropped because it's against one of my family members. And
Hold on.
So I guess what I'm interested in, something happened and you got arrested?
Yes, sir. I know.
What's the charge on that?
That's felonious assault. Or is it possible that I could come back and see you in a couple of weeks, depending on the case of the outcome of the other case? Because I will be back in front of you tomorrow for that case, sir.
When's my next? Is it May 10? No, for sentencing. For sentencing.
I'm sorry, May 11th.
May 11th.
Judge Simpson, could I still ask that you still require me to do those classes? That way I can at least get on the list.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought you said Judge Freshauer had you on the list.
She said she did. I just wanted to make sure because I know that was part of your original sentence.
Yeah, there was a lot that was part of my original sentence and you haven't done it.
If I may, Your Honor, I did represent Mr. Anderson on the Fresh Hour case. He only has about 14 days left that she can potentially sentence him on in that matter. And he is facing, I believe, a year on this case, or was potentially facing a year. And Judge Freshauer was hoping to piggyback whatever requirements you impose upon him within the jail. She would simply follow your lead.
Well, what I'm going to do on this is, because the unknown is that there's this other case out there, which is not going to come before the court until tomorrow. So the defendant right now is,
the only other thing that I would like to
go ahead.
Judge Simpson, my grandfather is dying. I'm not asking for any lenience or anything of that nature. I would just like, if it's possible, to get put in the notes. If he does pass while I'm in jail, is there a possibility of either a jail transport or a hour, whatever, however, to go about going to a funeral?
Well, I'm not going to address that at this point. I'm going to adjourn this hearing to May 11th, 2022 at 9 a.m. my next sentencing date. I would indicate that the defendant is at this time under sentence of the 365 days, and then we'll take a look at. So I'll set that for a sentence of review at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Crystal Kish.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Ms. Kish, who already said hello to the court.
And good morning, Your Honor. Again, Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Grego on case number 2010170 on behalf of Ms. Kish.
Mr. Bernstein, long time no see.
Long
All
time
right.
no see, Judge. Good to see you this morning. For Ms. Kish, we do have a transfer to recovery court, as she has been accepted there. And Ms. Clara worked on the paperwork. And I can say that Ms. Kish is just really doing fantastic in her sobriety right now. She's been sober for, well, she can say, but it's like every time I speak with her, she's just doing better and better every time. She went through a patient at Home and New Vision and then went to some transitional housing. So she's just really on a great track. And this has been a lot of silver linings for her going through these cases right now. So I'm really happy to see how well she's doing, and hope for the best moving forward in recovery court.
Ms. Kish, anything you
Yes,
want to
sir.
tell me?
Yeah, I do. I just want to thank all of you guys. You know what I mean? You guys really saved my life, and I appreciate it so much because it's been it's been a long road, and I'm so grateful. That's it. Thank you guys so much.
When you say this, that's it. That was a lot there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm really so grateful. Things are so good.
It's interesting. Life is grand when you live it, right?
Right. If it wasn't for all of this, I'd still be stuck out there, and I don't know, just things are going so well. I got a job. I talk to my daughter every single day. I got my son back in my life, and things are really, really good. And I'm really happy, and I'm so grateful. I just got my eyebrows done. Things are going good. Everything is good. Yeah.
So how long have you been sober?
I've been sober since December 26th, the day after Christmas, 2021.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Is that the longest period you've had?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had longer times back when I was younger, but yeah, since I've for years. Yes. For years. Long time.
Well, and when I say congratulations, I truly mean that.
Thank you so much.
And you should be really proud of yourself.
I am. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys, though, and I really appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we try, but I think the thing is that, and I know counsel would agree with this, that we work very hard to try to get people on the right track. But the reality is, and that if you don't do it, there's really nothing that we can do.
Right.
And so you owe yourself a big round of applause for it and a big thank you, because you're as much a part of it as any of the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. On case 2052, sentence of the court, since she's been accepted in 14B recovery court, I'll place you on 24 months probation with supervision through the 14B recovery court. You're to pay $655 fines and court costs. You're to comply with all the terms and conditions of the 14B recovery court. Ordered 365 days in jail, credit 25, the balance is suspended. On the other matter, the statutory minimum of $125 fees, and then 25 days in jail, credit 25 served. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Ms. Kish,
Yes.
best of luck to you.
Thank
Okay?
you. Appreciate you.
Godspeed on your journey. All right.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Bye,
Sure.
guys. Thank you,
Bye.
Sam.
Court calls case People versus Melanie Clutier.
Very good, Judge. Torshell Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Clutier. Ms. Clutier, please state your name for the record.
Melanie Clutier.
Your Honor, I did meet with Ms. Clutier at the Washington County Jail. We did review the recommendation in these files. Ms. Clutier did not have any problem with recommendation. She did have one problem that maybe the court could help to clarify. She believed that the plea on these files was a disorderly. My notes say that it is a possession of drug paraphernalia on both files. What is the court showing, Your Honor?
I show that she pled no contest as charged,
That's
which
what I
was
had.
to the possession of the drug paraphernalia.
So Ms. Clutier is, sorry, Judge.
Go ahead.
Ms. Clutier is concerned because for some reason she was under the impression that she was pleading to something that was not a drug charge, and that apparently is going to have some ramification for her housing. She would like me to request an adjournment to look into what might have happened, Your Honor. But I don't.
Ma'am,
Yes,
What?
Your Honor.
you have subsidized housing?
No, but I'm about to come up to that point. And I've worked
Gotcha.
diligently, so that's my concern. And I also have a 10-year-old son.
Okay, so you're in line to get a voucher or some other type of
Correct.
housing assistance?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I gotcha. When you say you're about to come up on the list, have they contacted you? Is that what
Well,
the deal
yes,
is?
but then I've been in here, so now I'm gonna have to retouch and see. I've got a couple of case managers working on that, so I'm trying to stay in the loop.
Got it.
Please.
And so you got case managers where working
Through
with
the
you?
Zolanis and then through my therapy.
Okay. All right.
I've been in here since March.
Okay. Here's what I'm not going to sentence her today.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
we'll adjourn this to the May 11th, 2022 date. I would suggest that through counsel that you keep them apprised of where your housing circumstance is. Okay. You follow me, ma'am? Or
Yes.
you can
I've got
actually-
one question. I've got a question for you though. So I don't have, my bond is too high. Is there a possibility to get a PR bond so I can address these issues?
Well, what I'm gonna do right now is I want to know where the housing issue is.
Well, that's what
Because-
I have to find out.
I hear you, but I want to know where that is. Then I will consider bond, I'll consider release, and if counsel can work out with the prosecuting authorities a plea to a different charge, I don't mind doing what we need to do to get you housed. That's not my issue. That's my issue. But I want to find out where you are on the list, or have you been kicked to the bottom of the list? Because that's going to change everything anyway.
How do I find that out?
Through me, Ms.
Yes.
Clutier.
Like I've never done this. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
So judge is gonna have you sit tight, and then I'm gonna work with you, or someone in my office is gonna work with you to try to help facilitate your housing situation, and then we'll come back on May 11th and we'll address it with the court. Okay?
What if I just plead to it? I don't want to sit here for another month. I already did all the jail time.
Okay, but you need to listen, because what I'm indicating to you and what counsel's indicating to you is that that process of your housing needs to be worked out. I said that I would reconsider your bond. That can be done on paper. We don't have to have a hearing. If we can figure out exactly where you're going to be and go into.
So
I've
sit
already-
tight, and we'll come see you sometime this week, and we'll talk to the prosecutor about doing a bond motion, stip in order to get you out,
We were
okay?
already supposed to do that though with Melissa Clement, and because when I saw probation, she had advised that to be released as well and put in, and nobody can get a hold of that Melissa Climb or whatever, which I'm happy that you're on the case, but this is holding, other stuff up.
And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do this all in front of judge here. You and I are gonna talk. I'm gonna help you out with this. We're gonna get this moved forward, but I don't want anything on your record that's gonna keep you from getting housing. So we're gonna go with the May 11th date, and we're gonna try and work something out to get you out before that date, okay? I'll come see you on Friday, and we'll start moving forward.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, do I have a choice? What if I just do that?
I
Ma'am,
don't think-
ma'am, let me stop you for a moment. Because I think that's how you end up in this situation. You tell counsel today that, or when you spoke with him, that you don't think you pled to what you pled to. He checks that for you against what we have and against what everybody has. You don't like that. You tell him what your issue is regarding housing. I hear you. He's trying to figure out how best we can then solve that issue for you. When we come up with a solution, you don't like it. And that doesn't make any sense to me. Mr. Priester has given you his word that he's going to have his office work with you so that once you're out, you can then have housing, and that all of what you work for or tried to lead up to isn't jeopardized. But somehow or another, because it doesn't suit your needs that is going to happen today, you just want to dump all that and sentence. I don't think, and see, ma'am, I don't have to follow the recommendations that are there. But given the attitude that you're showing right now, I don't think you'll want me to sentence you, because I'll give you housing. And that's not what you want. So we'll work with you, but you got to cooperate and you got to be patient. Everybody is not going to just jump right now to try to solve an issue that ultimately was your fault.
I understand all that.
I'm done.
I'll come see you Friday, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you, Judge.
Court calls the case, People versus Emily Bryson. Ms. Bryson here. The
No,
name's
you're-
here.
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
After that last one, she didn't want to get on the screen.
Hello?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I said, please believe me after her, and then here I am. Hi, good afternoon.
So here's what I'm going to do, ma'am. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 13th, 2022, 9 a.m. All right. That way, the loan comes in, there's any delay in it, you'll get it paid, and then we don't need that court date. I'm going to trust you.
And then
Okay.
hopefully I won't see you ever again. No offense. You've been great. Thank you. And you have a wonderful day.
And I hope I never see you too. All right.
Well, no offense. Maybe I hope to see you one day on the outside getting some coffee, but not.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Okay,
You
man.
have a good one.
You
Thank you,
take
Ms.
care.
Bryson. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Bye-bye.
So how are we gonna get these paid off, Miss Kelly? Here's what I was thinking, because she came up with $100. Mr. Feaster called, and then next thing you know, they're on the phone, and all of a sudden she got $100 to pay. So
I call every day, Judge.
I'm thinking, I'll just set this case every day.
We'll get it paid off.
That way they'll be paid off in no time.
Yes, sir.
I wish.
She indicates that she is working, Judge, and she says she can pay at minimum $50. Was it a month or bi-weekly, Miss Kelly?
Did you just say bi-weekly?
It was a month, $50 a month, Judge.
Yes, $50 a month.
I like the bi-weekly.
If I had your pay, maybe.
Whoa.
Don't go in Judge's pocket.
I got it's in my pocket, and I got bills. I didn't know. Was I supposed to get a paycheck for this job? I didn't realize that. All right. Anyway. All right. Here's what I'll do. Well, this got referred to collections, but then came out because she didn't comply with it.
Because every time I call, they keep saying they don't find it up in the system. So I don't understand why. So that's why I just did it. They keep saying, oh, do it online. So.
All right. iPhone 1. Hang on a second, ma'am. iPhone 1. What's your name? Your.
With braids.
You talking to me?
I am. Your name?
Jonathan.
You can't be smoking. You're in a virtual courtroom or vaping.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Miss Kelly?
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to order is $50 per month. Well, I'm going to order $25 on each case per month.
Okay. So 50 altogether.
Yes. Beginning, when are you going to start the payment?
I told him I can make another payment on Friday when I get paid.
So on the 15th. So on April 15th, you'll pay that. So it's 25 on April 15th and then the 15th of every month until paid in full.
Okay.
Court calls case People versus Jonathan Smith, 2 cases. Your name, sir? Okay, Mr. Smith, you're before the court on a show cause on case 776. You owe $225. And then on the other matter, which is 829, you owe $795. How are you going to pay that, sir?
Can you say those prices one more, or those fees one more time, please?
You have 225 on one case. And then you have 795 on the other case. And before I continued your previous payment plan, and you haven't come through for me. So
A lot going on. I could start making payments in 2 weeks from now, I believe. I haven't started work yet, so I don't know the exact day I'm gonna get a check, but I know it should be within 2 weeks from now.
Here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Smith. I'm gonna adjourn this out to May 11th, 2022, 9 a.m. because you've got to give me a solid payment plan, because I'm looking back through here and I've been trying to work with you, but I can't do it that way.
I mean, I pay when I can, what I can. It's like I said.
No, Mr. Smith, I understand that, but I need a solid plan. And you just told me you might be able to do something in 2 weeks, but you don't know what your check is and you haven't started work. That's going to be a disaster trying to start it off. So what I'm trying to do is let you get started at work, see about what your pay is going to be, so you can try to give me a reasonable payment plan so you can come through on it. Okay.
Yeah.
May 11th. Thank you.
Yeah.
Court does call the case of the People versus Eddie Kennedy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Mr. Edward Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, if you're present on the Zoom call, please unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
He has not checked in. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $7,500, 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That warrant will issue immediately. Gentlemen, Zoom user 1 who doesn't have a name, you need to be fully clothed when you're appearing before the court, sir. So you need to put on a shirt.
I'm in the bathroom.
Okay, then turn off your camera. Thank you. In those days, thank you. Court calls the case of People versus Deshante McGoy.
Is it?
Yes, Mr. Mayfield, you're all set.
Just pay the money.
Assistant Public Defender Brian J. Craig on behalf of Deshante McGoffey. Deshante, Mr. McGoffey, can you please?
No, hold on. Tell him, Mr. McGoy, how to pronounce your name, Mr.
Is Deshante McGoy.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. According to my notes, I only had the pleasure of leaving a voicemail and was not corrected on how to pronounce the last name.
Because see, that tells me you haven't been around the IPSC long enough, but that's okay. That's how I knew how to pronounce it. But let's go. Go ahead. What are we going to do on this?
My Wayne County bias is showing. I apologize.
This case compilation highlights a series of common courtroom issues where defendants struggle with procedural understanding, legal obligations, and expectations about how the justice system operates. Across multiple hearings, the judge is required to manage custody status, sentencing considerations, recovery court placement, payment enforcement, and bond-related decisions. A recurring legal mistake seen throughout these proceedings is the belief that personal circumstances such as family emergencies, housing concerns, or subjective disagreement with charges can automatically alter formal legal processes. In reality, courts must follow structured sentencing guidelines, statutory requirements, and procedural rules. While judges may consider mitigating factors, they cannot bypass legal standards based solely on emotional appeals. The judge's responses consistently reflect core judicial reasoning, maintaining order in proceedings, ensuring defendants comply with prior agreements, and verifying that sentencing or bond decisions align with established law. In cases involving missed court appearances, incomplete payment plans, or procedural noncompliance, the court prioritizes enforcement mechanisms such as adjournments, warrants, or structured probation terms. This illustrates a key principle of criminal law. Courtroom outcomes are not based on persuasion alone, but on evidence, compliance, and procedural correctness. Many so-called sovereign citizen-style misunderstandings in public perception stem from internet myths about legal immunity or informal negotiation power, which do not apply in real courts. The takeaway is clear. The legal system operates on rules, not rhetoric. Judges have discretion, but within strict legal boundaries designed to ensure fairness, accountability, and public safety.